Hi guys, welcome to 3Local. I'm doing this video because I've been requested to build a instructional video really on how to use our site maker, which is the page you're looking at now. Initially I'd start by telling you open the sample site, which is linked to a sample site. So this is what your site should look like when it's finished, although the tags and everything else are not very, they're nothing to do with any business. Extreme Locks is another company we own, so I'll use them as an example for this video. Now, the sample site link always opens in a new page. So if you go up to your tab, it'll always be in a new page. You can always flick across and have a look, and it'll show you where it is and how it works. I'll just start right from the top. Now, this part here is your first bit. This is the URL of your page. So it's been proven that URLs rank quite well on their own merits, so it's a good idea to use this for keywords. So for example, if you're based in London, which is the site I'm doing it on, and you're a locksmith, you may put locksmith in Chelsea as your keyword. That way it's going to be called up here, if you can see where I'm pointing, 3locallondon.co.uk/locksmith in Chelsea. That'll help you rank. The next section here is your favicon. Now, favicon is a small picture which you upload to your page, and I'll show you how that works in a second. I'm just going to find a favicon picture. There we go, there's one gold plate lock. I know that's quite a small picture. I've just deleted it again like an idiot. Goldplatelock.png. Click on that. Now that's going to upload that straight to the server. Now favicon is, if you look where my pointer is, it's this little thing here. That's your favicon. Now you can give that a name and you can call it, and I mean I've got goldplate-lock there for that one, but you can call it anything you want. Second bit, this is your meta title. So when you're looking at a website on Google, I'll show you here. So if I put locksmith in Manchester, for example, and we have a look on here, the bit that's going to now be going between your title tags is this very top bit here. So frantic locks, for example, or locksmiths in Manchester, or locksmith serving Stockport and Manchester. So that is this bit that we're doing now. So on here we'll put locksmiths in Chelsea, 24-hour emergency response. Your next bit here is what you see when you look at it underneath. So you've got the name of your business, and then you've got like a small brief little bit here that I'm highlighting. Now that's what goes into your descriptive tags. So when you're filling this bit in here, now that's your description that you're going to see on Google. So I can just put a lot of rubbish in there because, in fact, maybe not. I might as well build a page. So I'll just put 24-hour emergency. There we go. Next step is your keywords. You can't see them from Google, but these are literally keywords that you want your page to be recognised as. Now, Google doesn't use them, however, other search engines do. At the minute, whilst I'm building this, Bing and Yahoo still use keywords. So it's a good idea to put about 5 keywords in. Area specific if you want them. So if I was doing this one, I'd probably put locksmith, Chelsea, comma separate them, locksmiths, Chelsea, and then maybe auto locksmith, or even locked out, or whatever you want to call it, auto lockout. Next step down is we're based in the UK. Now I've done this for geolocation, which helps with placing your page where it's supposed to rank in the local area searches. So England is one, or alternatively I could put London, and then directly under it the area we're wanting to rank for is Chelsea. So London and Chelsea in there, and they're going to go within the page. You're not going to be able to see it from the outside, but it does help with rankings online. Next step is your header. Now your header is going to be, if you look on, in fact, let me put it in first. I've got one there, extremelockscool.png. Now this has got to be about 1,000 pixels wide. The height's irrelevant, but it will fit. It needs to fit with it. I mean, it says between 1,000 and 300 pixels, but if you want something that takes half a page, that's fine. Now, if you go onto the sample page, this at the top here, that's your header. So that header page is about 300 wide, low high, with 1050 wide, so it fits together nicely. Next section of your is the name of the header. Now this is quite important because any images on a website need to have alt tags for SEO purposes. So I could say 24/7 Chelsea based emergency locksmiths, and then the H1 tags. If you go to here, this is where your H1 tag is going to be, and this is where your telephone number is going to be. So for example, H1 tag, I'd put locksmith in Chelsea, oops, and then I put my phone number as 07733, which actually will ring through. So you've now got this section and this section done in those two areas. Your next bit is your paragraph text. Now I've copy and pasted this in from one of my sites because I really can't be bothered. In fact, let me highlight all that. Let's delete that. Go back to here. It may as well be. May as well be relevant. So let's open a Chelsea page. Copy that. Now you want this to be as original as possible, but I'm not bothered about this page ranking for me. So that now where I've just copy and pasted all that rubbish in, this page isn't going to rank because I'm using duplicate content for all the paragraphs. But if you look on here, there's your first two paragraphs that I've just installed that into. After this, you're going to want whatever's going to be going here. So if you're an auto locksmith, you want auto locksmiths in Chelsea, for example. Then you're going to have more content that sits around here. Your next one could be emergency response 24/7. Now the H tags are good for putting keywords in because H tags are quite a bit bigger on the page than your normal text, and the internet knows that they've got more relevance because the size, they're usually headings. Well, H tag explains they are headers, and they work. So as I'm working down the page here and I'm putting in the paragraph content, H3, so we're actually now going to be filling in this page to here, and these are the next two paragraphs, so on and so forth. Now you only have to fill in up to this line. The rest of this can be left blank. However, if you want the page to rank for your area and you're going for local areas, you're best to cover the whole page and get all of it filled in with quite a bit of content. It's been proven now through people doing tests and other things that 2,000 words is actually good if you want to rank a page with on-page SEO without really doing a lot of off-page SEO. You might get it to rank without many link building and without other strategies to get it to the top. So you've got your H5, your H6 tags. I'm not going to bother with them because I'll just have you on here all day. Here, you need to put in the HTTP bit for your link. Now, the great thing about this is obviously these pages are free at the minute whilst I'm making the video. That might change moving forward, but it's not in the business plan, so we're hoping to keep these free forever. So if you want it linking back to your own site, so http:///3local.com. Now, if I hit the preview button, it's going to open a preview of exactly what I've just built. So we've got this here, got that over here. You've got all of your phone number and then the content, which is all duplicate crap, so it's probably not going to rank. Well, then down the bottom here, under the name of your page, so whatever you call your page, so I can go back now if I want and have a quick look up here. If you just back with your back button, locksmith in Chelsea is what I've called it. So when I hit the preview button, if I go forward, your link is going to come from the Locksmith in Chelsea page with all Locksmith in Chelsea information, and it's going to point to whatever web page you want it to. So you've got your 3Local.com. That's going to point to 3Local.com, but it's going to point to it on the keyword locksmith in Chelsea. So if you're only building these pages for keyword for links to your site, call your web page whatever links you want, whatever you want it to point back to your website. Now, long tail keywords work much better than short tail nowadays. So you want 5 or 6 words for something like that. This will be at the bottom of your site. Join 3Local.com free and get unlimited free web pages and site links. That's the only stipulation we have, is that you have to have that at the bottom of your site, and that's going to point to 3Local. Other than that, all this is completely free. We won't make any money out of it. Once you're happy with it, you hit the submit button. Submit it. Now you can see 3locallondon.co.uk/locksmithinchelsea.php. That page is now live on Google. It's been built and it'll be picked up by Google. It links back through this website, but obviously whatever header and whatever titles you put on it, it works. I mean, in fact, whilst I'm on here now, so I'll refresh that page so you can see that is actually now a domain name. I'll copy it and open it in a new tab so you can see that that now is live. There we go. That's an actual page. Now, if I do a diagnosis on this, you will see from the diagnosis, the on-page section, which is this top bit from here downwards, the URL's nice length, the title tags are what we put in, Locksmiths in Chelsea, your meta descriptions, your keywords, all your H tags are taken up on the page, which is great for SEO. Now, I only did the top 4. You can see the commercial bit there, emergency, and so on and so forth, so they're great. You've got your images with your alt tags in. Now, this is probably the most important part, is the text to HTML ratio of the page is 90% with what I've just done. So the HTML in it is very, very small. There's not a lot of code in there. So it's easy for the internet to read, and it works well. Flash is not in there, which can't really be read, and there's no frames. You don't really need to know the rest of it. You can see the robots and the sitemap, but we've not just built all that into it. Your favicon down the bottom is quite important. You can see that that works, but that's just an example page. All of this other stuff will be used at server level eventually. Geo meta tagging, which is the part where I told you London and the word Chelsea goes in, so that shows that you've done that. These other bits here, it's not something that we can incorporate in here for you, unfortunately, going forward, but the actual site itself, the on-page side of it, is an amazing SEO. So these pages should rank off their own merits. If you throw a couple of links at them, or you do a little bit of SEO, you should be able to rank these in small areas really, really easy. So we're doing this to help, obviously, local businesses and local trades, as long as you're a member of 3Local. There's no cost to be a member of 3Local. So you just go on to 3local.com, you sign up, and you can stay there for as long as you want. We do email your leads across, and you can buy them if you so like. You don't have to, but you do have to remain a member of 3Local to have access to this free web page builder. Now, it's going to be getting improved massively over the next few months, but we are working on some of the systems at the minute. So once that's done and ready, well, then this eventually is going to be a really, really good tool for people to use, and we're going to put other editing tools in there and such things. But at the minute, you build a page, it goes live, and you can't edit it. So test it and check it and make sure you like it before you obviously submit it and make it go live. That's about it, really. I'm going to stop this video.